to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
It's Hall, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. This defense for the Packers, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And they needed to be because our offense struggled throughout the game. Sometimes as a defense, you're not just shutting down the opposing team's offense, but you have to outplay their defense as well, and that's what they did in their last game.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you... You got to cash in and get some points.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Wilson. Open man is Uzomah. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Interesting decision here. Opening drive, Charles. 4th and short. You're in field goal range. We'll see what they do.
I just shake a fist at my offense and say, go get it, guys, because if you can't pick up 4th and short here, we're probably in trouble the rest of the game. Show some confidence, show some aggressiveness, go pick it up.
They'll go for it. It's Hall.
Nice footwork at the 25. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the 1st down conversion. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
On 1st down, right back to Hall.
And he's brought down. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Breece Hall. His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Jets have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau.
Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They had to fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. Here's Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Rodgers going to throw. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
And not his best effort there, as this one's going to be spotted down just outside of the 40-yard line. Paul on a give up the middle. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. The defensive line made pretty easy work of the offensive line that time.
And people get tired of the cliche that the battle is won in the trenches. But it's a cliche because it's true. And how about the battle right there? One on the edge, and the ball carrier did not benefit.
And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by Eric Stokes. Past the 20. The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Jonathan Taylor hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Packers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malachi? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
On third down, Wilson. He finds his man, complete. It's Wilson. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. Now the Jets send on Braden Mann to punt. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 51 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. And we'll get our first update of the afternoon from the Meadowlands. And it's the Ravens that have moved out to an early advantage. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker at the bottom of your screen for other updates around the NFL here in Week 6. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage and also keep the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 7-7, our score after 1. First and 10, Taylor now. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Throwing is Rodgers. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. They'll run the toss here with Taylor. And he stopped immediately there. The tackle by Quincy Williams. The Packers hit a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on third down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. To throw, it's Rodgers. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 32 yards. And the Packers have taken the lead. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Play action. Now Wilson. Sliding out of the pocket. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Forced out to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
This is a half of not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
The Jets on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Wilson will throw again.
That's complete. It's Elijah Moore.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Wilson and Moore there for a Jets first.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. There he goes left side. And into the end zone. It's a pick-6 and a Packer touchdown. So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still had the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And it's now 21-7. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. Set.
Wilson getting right back to it after the pick-6.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Wilson. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Wilson. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Here's Wilson. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzama. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. On 1st down, Wilson. And he's got his man on the out route.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
2nd and 10 now, Wilson. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Now it's Wilson. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. Take it in at the 3. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
He'll start with a give to Taylor.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Good push up front, and then a run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
And some room to run now. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 54 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. They go to the ground again with Taylor.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Here's Rodgers to throw. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdes-Scantling. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 23. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. They'll run here with Taylor. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. Still a ways from the end zone as they come up now on 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers! Robert Tonyan, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers go up by 2 touchdowns. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Ball again on 2nd down. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
On 1st and 10, it's Carter. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal,
and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A.J. Boye able to pick.
And the Packers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 91 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame. Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead 3rd quarter.
And some room to work. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. So both teams trade touchdowns in the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play.
They run once more with Taylor.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Up the middle, here's Taylor.
After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On is Josh Lambo for the field goal try. This to make it a 3-score game late. The kick by Lambo is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. He's going to look deep for more. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Here's Wilson to throw. Dancing to his left. And now here's another interception. Xavier Rhodes with a pick, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Jets are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the fourth quarter.
Well, it certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
Yeah, still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. From midfield now, here's Wilson. And my goodness, another interception. Rasul Douglas picks it, and he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 125 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Now a handoff. Taylor with it.
Making the play defensively, Carl Lawson. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he'll take this one down near the 15. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
They got a yard on first, 2 on second, and 3 here on third. And Lambeau will put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Wilson. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. And they take a knee.